NATO's defense ministers and the United States Lloyd Austin gathered on Tuesday in Brussels in a two-day meeting to discuss the provision of the military support to Ukraine at a time when Russia made a noticeable advance in the south of Ukraine. During the meeting, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg emphasized on the need to provide more ammunition to Ukraine and how to ramp up production and strengthen the defense industry due to the increase in Kiev's need and to refill West stock.
Later on today in the US-led contact group for Ukraine and address the urgent needs for increased support to Ukraine. Not least the need to provide more ammunition and also how to ramp up production and strengthen our defense industry to be able to provide the necessary ammunition to Ukraine and also to replenish our own stocks.
Defense ministers discussed about whether to provide the fighter jets F-16 to Kiev or not, in regarding the consequences on the conflict in particular and the world in general. This topic created a division so far between Germany and Poland, who own these high-precision fighter jets, and other NATO nations. For his part, Stoltenberg said that this topic is still under discussion, but NATO's provision is developing the same way as the war's development.
It is an ongoing discussion, and as I've said before, we have ongoing consultations among allies on the type of systems allies should deliver to Ukraine, and that will continue. And we have evolved. The type of support we are providing to Ukraine has changed and evolved over the time, and it will continue to change and evolve as this war develops.
NATO's involvement pushed Russia to respond. Kremlin spokesperson said on Tuesday that the West was becoming more and more involved in the conflict, and that the US-led NATO military alliance demonstrated its hostility towards Russia every day.
First of all, NATO is an organization that is hostile to us, and that proves this hostility every day. It is trying its best to make its involvement in the conflict around Ukraine as clear as possible. That's the first thing. Of course, this demands certain precautionary steps to be taken.
Moscow said weapons supplied to Ukraine by NATO countries are dragging out the conflict, a rising possibility of further escalation. Kiev and the West say deliveries of advanced military hardware are crucial in helping Ukraine defend itself against Russia's offensive. By this, the two sides thus created an equation that seems impossible to solve.